Hello, everyone. So basically, we can continue with the discussion the discussion about education diplomacy. More people are joining. So Ben, would you like to share your story? What is education diplomacy for you?
Yes, thank you. I would like to start by my story. When I graduate with an engineering degree in telecommunication, first I'm been from Benin. So Benin is one of West Africa country. So when I graduated, I decided to do um, tech lab work. So I work for University of Abomey-Calavi in Benin as laboratory technician when I used to facilitate travel practical work for students in telecommunication engineering. So this experience further my study, further my my interest to further my studies. So I decided to go to Ghana to further my study. So actually, currently, I'm pursuing a MPhil degree in telecommunication engineering at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in Ghana. So, uh, why I said that, it's because I saw that education is very important. Even if you want to contribute to your community, you have to be educated. You have to learn more. But we have many barriers, many challenges with that. Sometimes we are facing internet connection issues. Also, people don't have this kind of opportunity to do
Express,
better for the
yeah,
community.
to express their ideas as well.
Yes, exactly. So I think with the way of we have formal education and informal education is very important for our community. They can do better with that. So it's what I think with
Indeed.
educational
Well,
in
indeed.
for education diplomacy.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Ben,
Thank you.
for sharing your story. Indeed, I'm so happy for you that you could at least, join university and study what you decided to study. And I hope so that this career, if I'm not mistaken, I heard electro engineering, right? You're studying?
Studying telecommunication engineering now.
Telecommunications. Yes, I didn't.
My experience ده مش نقلت.
All right. I hope so that these basically studies of telecommunications will help you to realize your goals about maybe in the future to make master and PhD,
Yes.
to invent something new about telecommunications. It is a field of expertise that I'm
Yes.
not totally affiliated with. I cannot share many ideas about telecommunications, but indeed it's one of the greatest sciences that exist, but I don't know anything about it. So you can perhaps tell us what is telecommunications as a science, for instance.
Okay, telecommunication. When we are talking about telecommunication, is how to communicate what whenever the distance cannot be a problem for communication. So we can communicate from country to country and continent to continent. It's something like that. So many digital technologies are using in technology and in telecommunication. We can have 5G technology for mobile network.
Yes, so
So
internet,
we have
internet
also
progress, phone inventions, yes.
okay. So also one thing I want to say about scientific about education diplomacy is about language. I have this language barrier, and why I decided to come in Ghana. You know, Benin is French-speaking country, so I'm trying my best to more speak English and to further my studies because in past, I have some challenge to get some opportunities in English, and now it's better now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ben, for sharing all of this experience of yours, and good luck with your new adventure in Ghana. I'm very glad that you went into another country, even if it is in Africa. So you changed your educational pathway, and you started a new journey completely. All right. Sarah,
Hristina, sorry, I want to say something
yes.
to extend what Ben has just said about education diplomacy. You know, education diplomacy, we said it also has an aspect or a dimension of cultural exchange. There's an ambassador from Ghana. Akofa is from Ghana. So I am suggesting that Ben should try and organize a coffee discussion with Akofa so that he can try to learn one or two things about Ghana before he goes back to Benin Republic. By doing that, he would have achieved his mission as an education diplomat in Ghana.
Hopefully. All right. Thank you very much, Bitoye, for sharing out your idea. Mai, hello.
Hello,
Hi, Mai. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So it's Iman, who's speaking from Morocco.
Okay. Hello, Imane. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. First of all, I'd like to say that in terms of education, Morocco still has a lot to go, still has a lot to do. Probably already like the first thing they should do is educate everyone. So there is a big percentage, especially of illiterate women here yet. But as someone who has grown in the capital, I've had the chance to get a fairly good education. And so my problem per se was not that I did not learn. I did learn a lot of things. I learned a lot of languages. Today I'm able to speak 3. The problem mostly was, especially in high school, was to have someone to help us out, to tell us what to do next. So we had no one to help us. And as youth here in Morocco, we always have a hard time to know what to do next. So that's probably our biggest problem right now. For my courses, in high school, I did physics. So I was a physics and chemistry major. But I feel like I did that mostly because my parents did that. So when I graduated, I started looking for what I really wanted to do. And that's how I ventured into English. And I now have a BA in English and Cultural Studies at the faculty in Rabat. And then I moved to Marrakesh to do my master's degree, which deals with media, culture, marketing. I'm still lost today, but at least I'm doing what I want and I'm trying out new things to see where I want to go. In terms of education, university, I think it's pretty good. From my experience, I had great professors, but there are definitely some problems that we need to take care of, starting, of course, with the stopping illiteracy. That's basically my experience.
Thank you very much, Imane. You have shared, very important topics about world's biggest problem, and which is that illiteracy. The fact that women cannot go to school is one of the big problems that is eradicated now in my region. Like every woman basically goes to school generally, at least 97% of the women go to school, at least primary and secondary school. But in the generation of my grandmother, going to school was reserved only for the wealthy people. The poor people could not adhere or enroll in the school programs because it was very expensive in that time. I speak in the 60s and the 70s. Yes.
Ishra, please, I want to ask Iman a question.
Yes.
But before I ask her my question,
yes, please
I would like to also make a contribution to the aspect of illiteracy of women in our society. It is also prevalent in Nigeria, but I think one of the jobs of an education diplomat is to campaign against illiteracy, most especially on behalf of women in our society. We can take advantage of the social media. Social media is a leveler now. Everybody now has a voice through the social media. That aside, Iman talked about the quality of education in Morocco, and she said Morocco still has a lot of things to do. I saw an advertisement recently that the Moroccan government is giving scholarship to African students to come and study who are interested in doing their master's and PhD. So I would like to ask Iman if Morocco is a good country for somebody from Nigeria to come and study, or from other African countries. And if it's a good country, what are the universities that one can apply to before the end of the scholarship? Thank you very much, Iman.
Yeah, no problem. So I do believe that at the level of master's and PhD, we do offer great courses, and I do think it would be a fantastic idea for you, to send out your scholarship, as long as you're sure about, the major and what you want to do, so you don't get any surprises. Here in Marrakesh, we do also have a lot of students from all over Africa coming over. When I was in the Rabat, it was more Arabs that used to come here in Marrakesh. We have more African people. So yeah, I think it's a great idea that you come. Definitely, I would go for universities in big cities. So that's Rabat, Marrakesh, Fes. That's when you will find the best universities in the biggest cities, basically. Casablanca.
Thank you.
So basically,
Thank you, Iman.
So basically, also there's the fact that the greatest universities are located in the big cities, and
yes,
people from the provinces cannot, maybe sometimes, even though they would like to enroll, they cannot move to live in the capital city because of the high fees for basically for housing, food, etc., etc. So yeah, again,
usually the university would provide the students with a scholarship and housing, but you really need, but only the poor of the poor people get these scholarships. So your parents really need to have a very low income for you to be able to get the scholarship and the housing.
All right. Yes, I see. Thank you for sharing the aspect of Moroccan policy, Imane, and thank you also, Ibitoye, for basically sharing your aspect about the illiteracy problem in your country. All right, Mai, are you with us, Mai?
Hristina? Hi, hello.
Hi, Mai, how are you?
Okay, I'm very good, thank you. And I just want to thank you so much for joining our training today. And because I was with the new ambassador interview, so I cannot join the first phase of the trainings. But to be honest, yeah, I will definitely watch the record again.
Yes,
So
we had a few problems with Wi-Fi connection Wi-Fi connection problems on Google Meet. Then we switched to Zoom, and we managed it somehow. Yes. All right.
Okay, it's great. All right, thank you again, Hristina. Yes, and yes, just continue with what you're sharing.
All right, Mike, could you please basically share some aspects of your own experience as an education diplomat?
Oh, we are talking about education development.
Education diplomacy, education development, your own educational story, all these concepts can be interrelated, so you can basically share your ideas about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's great. So beside internship, we also share something about educations. It's great. I'm Vietnamese, but actually I'm living in Malaysia. So basically, I'm gonna share like a little bit about how's the education in my country, in Vietnam. So it is the developing countries, but you know, people there, how to say, the educations there is kind of like a business in my countries. Example like let's say about languages, about English, like people turns like language becomes a business. Like if you go on a street, you will see like many people like do business, many centers that teach English. It's kind of like uncountable center, uncountable like institute. They teach languages. They teach English. They teach Chinese or Japanese, and I don't know. It's kind of like a trend in my countries. A trend for the educations. Yes, I'm not sure like what we are like I'm sorry, I'm not following like what we are discussing here. So if you have any like specific questions or specific
Yeah.
topic that we are discussing, it would be great.
Basically, we're discussing about the social inequalities that exist in our respective communities regarding the access to education. For instance, sometimes living in the province and migrating to the capital city for enrolling in some program at the university can pose a big problem in terms of, you know, high housing fees, educational fees. Also, we talked about the women's illiteracy in some countries of Africa, and how can we remedy this problem. So Ibitoye and Imani have shared incredible ideas about that. And I hope so that your mission as education diplomats will help you to basically make a change in your own community. So that's why we're organizing these leadership sessions. We are all of us, you know, like second English is our second foreign language. We are not native English speakers, but we can share our experience as education diplomats, as people who studied whether English, telecommunications, history, politics, etc., etc. So basically, we talked about perseverance. We talked about the importance of learning foreign languages. And the golden rule that I'm always talking about is that companies do not search for you, you should search for them. So basically, the progress and perseverance always come up maybe when you are going to migrate to another country where you'll start from scratch to build up a new future and learn a new language totally from scratch as well, and build a new and construct a new personality out of yourself. So basically, we're discussing all these issues during these two sessions.
Yeah, it is great. So actually, I have something to share here. Like, what is the purpose of the ambassador programs? I mean, like the final goal. What we are doing now is we are building the local community where we connect with like all of the young people in each countries, and from that, we help them to you know, connect with FAOU and access to the high quality but low courses as FAOU. But the final goal there, we expect our ambassadors, you know, to maybe if possible, they can connect with some institute in their local or some organizations in their country, and then we can partnership with these kind of institute, these kind of organizations, and then we can provide you know, the courses for the young people in their organizations, or we can give some the scholarship for the people there. So basically, what we are doing now is that we really hope that we can connect with like young people, and then if any of them got the problem with financial, but they still like eager to learn, then we can give them like some scholarship or some discount if you know, they can explain the situation or they have the recommendation letter.
Indeed. Thank you, Mai, for sharing your perspective as well. Today, I think only Afshan didn't talk. Ben has something to say. Go ahead, Ben. Ben, are you with us? You have raised
I
your
Yes,
don't think,
no, I just like the idea of my.
all right.
yes, that was a thumbs up. It was a thumbs up, not, he didn't raise up his hand to talk.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to just add to what Mai has said about education being a business in Vietnam. Education is
Yes.
also yes, it is also a business in America and in UK.
And
Their schools are very yes, their schools are very expensive. Then in Nigeria, the private schools are also very expensive. It's also a business here. Gone are the days that they give tuition-free education, although some rich countries are still giving scholarships to support intelligent and talented students from developing countries. So I am very happy that my shared a perspective. Please, I would like to ask you a question, and I don't want you to take this question personal. You said Vietnam is a developing country. I would like to know if the war between the war between Vietnam and America contributed to the underdevelopment of Vietnam. I'm just curious.
Sorry, you mean the wall between
Yes,
America and Vietnam?
yes. Did it contribute to the underdevelopment of Vietnam?
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know like the exact answer for your questions, Ibitria. Actually, yes, to be honest, but we do have their connections with America. I believe that they have some contribution to like some support for us, for the countries, because like I can see that their embassy, the American embassy, they have a lot of like activity, a lot of like campaigns to help the country. And also like in the American embassy, it's like we have a very big library. We have the English club, and they usually like organize the event, the English event, or like many other topic event to for free to support the young people in my country. So I guess the answer is yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And in Vietnam today, what is the model of their education? Are they following the European model, or they are following the Chinese model or the Japanese model?
Mm, motel. Can you be more specific? I mean, like,
Okay, this is what I mean. I mean
mhm,
the curriculum of studies in Vietnam for schools. Is it
oh,
patterned after the European curriculum or the Chinese or Japanese curriculum? Which of these countries has more influence on the Vietnam education
oh.
system? America, Japan, or China?
Mm-hmm. I guess this is China. Like it affects not only our education but also like our culture. Yes. So, mm-hmm. Is China.
Yeah, thank you, Mai. Thank you, Mai.
Very interesting.
Thank you. You
Thank
too.
you, Maya and Ibitaya, for sharing this wonderful conversation between you two. We have two candidates more that would like to talk briefly. Asmat, welcome. Hello.
Hi.
Asmat, hello. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
All right.
First of all, thank you for giving this opportunity. I'm Abdul. My nickname is Asmat Hamido. I'm Abdul. I'm Sri Lankan ambassador. My education journey is have a different journey. It's have the two pathway. The one of pathway is my professional. I'm the engineer professional. And another pathway is I'm the community worker. That pathway I want to I covered the two ways. The one of way I covered my engineering degree and studies groups. Everything is one of part. The other part is I covered the community work system. That way education systems also I covered. The Sri Lankan education systems have the two levels. The one of level is the ordinary level. Another level is advanced level. The ordinary levels is when students pass, after they can choose the advanced level. That way, ordinary level, I got the good results. That way, uh, I got the A level, the engineering way. That way, I grow up and I did my degree, the engineering field, the quantity survey engineering. And another pathway is my community work. When I studying my A level, that time I'm very interested to peace building projects and community works. I very impressed because at that time we faced the 30 years very painful war. That time my community also in very painfulness, and my community also in very hard that situation. That's why I as a community worker, I very impressed with the community working. That's process I continually studying the community works, and I did my social science degree too. And when I did my degree, after I did one of the big projects, it's a quality education's systems projects, one of community projects. I did my long-term projects. That time when I doing my community projects, that time my one of the friend is recommended this Al-Fihri Open University Ambassador program, and they recommended and introduced. That way uh, I, I applied this program, and that way I'm here. That's my education journey.
Thank you very much, Ahmed, for sharing as well your experience. Afshin wanted to talk, but his internet connection is very weak, so I'm going to share what he said. He said that he would like to help his people in his country, basically by sort of offering some measures of relaxation in the terms of the requirements of the test, the GRE, GMAT, SAT, and others. So the proficiency tests are just an obstacle, according to him, in the process of achieving your educational dreams. He would like to pursue a master's or a PhD degree abroad in the future. So if you have the chance to go abroad, go. Do not hesitate any single minute, because maybe that will change your life, and you will say to yourself, at least I went, I saw what is going on, I experienced it on my own skin. When I mean on my own skin is sort of like all by myself. I noticed that there was some progress that needed to be made from my side, and at least you'll say I traveled, I got experience, and I do not regret this. Because hesitation is one of the main problems in the process also of achieving your educational dream. So do not hesitate. Hello, Ebita. Yes.
Yes, I have a question for Asmat, the ambassador from Sri Lanka. I would like to find out if the universities in Sri Lanka welcome students from Africa or other parts of the continent of the world apart from Asia. And if they do they offer scholarship opportunities?
It's education, Sri Lankan education is a little bit like a chain. When the government, Sri Lankans have the two like of universities. So one of university is a government university, another is a private university. When you apply the private university's scholarship or degree, you can easily get it. But when you trying to apply the government universities, it's a little bit hard because they have a lot of big process. I said the O level, A level, the ordinary level, and advanced level. This like process, the many processes there, and that score systems also there here. We want to studying in university, Sri Lankan government university. We want to got the good results and examination results, and we got the top Z score system. That's where they are selected the few people in university, government university. And when you're studying the government university, you can easily get jobs. Everything is easy. But when you're studying the private universities, it's little bit hard to got job in government sector. It's little bit hard, but you can abroad sector, you can got the good jobs, everything you can got, but the government sector is a little bit tough, hard. The degree also is very hard. So 5 years or something, it's a degree, the government degree. After the master's also the 2 years like that. This is a long-term process. It's a semester exam, so every semester exam is happening the 1 year like that. It's long-term process. The private is easy. The 2 years or 4 years, you can cover your degree and PhD or everything. But the Sri Lankan, when you want to doing the PhD or something, it's 10 years or 12 years won't need. The 12 years want the PhD level want to finish in government universities. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, Ashmat. I am very grateful. Final question. Sorry to bother you with questions. You know, the subject of discussion is education diplomacy. So I am interested in learning about other countries, their education system, and their requirements, so that I can share these opportunities with people around me, tell them about Sri Lanka if they want to go, whether to go or not. Ashmat, I would like to find out if English is the language of instruction in Sri Lanka universities.
Yes, the English. The Sri Lanka have the 3 languages. The second language is English. The main language is a Sinhala and Tamil. The ordinary level and advanced level, you want to study in Tamil or Sinhala. After university, you want to learn English, and you want to follow your high studies. Every high studies in English. That's why it's Sri Lankan. Many people keep continually studying the English. I'm also keep trying to learn in English. My mother tongue is Tamil, and I'm after community works. When I engage the community work, after I keep learning my English. And FAOU Open University will get very big platform to improve my English knowledge. I'm thankful for this moment. Yeah.
Thank you, Asmat. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much to all of you for running this incredible discussion. Basically, even though my presentation might seem that it is very short, but it was not my point to lecture. My point was to start this discussion about education diplomacy, because I have basically conducted an extensive research about education diplomacy, and all what I discovered is just about authenticity of your own experience regarding your educational journey. So this is the authenticity of telling your own story. So I hope that this discussion could help you a little bit to understand the various aspects of education diplomacy. Thank you to all for this basically 2 hours of fruitful discussion as well. And I hope to see you in another training, in another lecture, or another conference. So all the best, and do not hesitate to go abroad if you would like to study. It might change your life.
Oh, I love that powerful quote, Hristina. Sorry to pronounce your name wrongly. I'm looking forward to studying abroad myself, and I am not going to hesitate, because I know that once I go abroad to study, it will change my life forever. Thank you very much, Hristina.
You are very welcome. Thank you very much as well. All right. See you guys, and all the best. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
Hristina.
Christina. Bye bye, ambassadors.
Thank you,
Take
everyone.
care.